Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arsalan Ghifari Kandung Sonda. And first, I will present about the Muhasabah and the homework. So, first, the teaching essence. Uh, what I get from this teaching essence is there's a quote from Mr. Ahmad Indra Santara to Mr. Jaya that says, "My heart wants to encode and my brain decodes." And from that quote, I can simplify it that the teaching essence of Mr. Jaya is to the consciousness. Because my heart works and my brain because like your heart is you need to make your heart to listen to like it to like something or something, then your brains will follow your heart. Next one is Mr. Day's teaching method. What I get from this method is know that Mr. Day's teaching method is like interactive learning because there's some multiple choices like discussion, experimental learning, direct learning, online learning, and project. Discussion for discussion, almost every time we study study, we need to discuss about something like study give give us some topic and then we discuss about it. Then from that, then we want to know more. We want to know more about the topic. For the experimental learning, the experimental experiment like from the our midterm and we use the generator and direct learning, online learning and some project. Learning with Mr. Ray, we sometimes use like the some software and application like air engineering and open modelica and also CCIT during conversion study. First one is the first topic that we ever learned from Mr. Ray, like is the Brayton cycle from the energy conversion, and then at the corner of the right, there's the open modelica simulation of the simple gas turbine system that I made with a friend. And at the bottom, there are some CCIT discussion and presentation that we usually use. We want to discuss something after presentation or anything. This is the project that I made for my midterm. Uh, the project is about the fuel consumption rate using different RPM. Here you can see the table of the fuel that I use, RPM, fuel span, gas time, voltage, current. Here we use the Pertalite and Pertamax and the one mixed with fuels. At the top, we can see the consumption rate versus the RPM, the graph, then the fuel consumption versus RPM, and the power versus RPM. From the project, I can get some conclusion that say, per solid, it has the lowest RPM, consumption rate, and fuel consumption, but it has the bigger power. Mixture is has the biggest RPM for consumption rate, fuel consumption, and power. It has the first number between Pertalite and Pertamax. And the last one is for the Pertamax. It has a bigger RPM than Pertalite. Also has the biggest consumption rate and fuel consumption, but has the lowest power. Uh, Now let's talk about consensus. What is consensus? Consensus is the quality of state of being aware, especially of something within our oneself. Also, consensus also be said to awareness, especially to concern for some social or political cause. The organization aims to raise the political consciousness of teenagers. Uh, what's the consciousness impact? First one, they are perceived. Perceived is like uh, you need to, you can perceive, you can know the right or the wrong, can perceive what you see, and number two is to we can tolerate, tolerate everything, not everything, but we can be more tolerate. And three is like self-reflect, like when we do something bad or in study we made some mistake and we need to reflect ourselves to so that mistake will not happen again. Four, aware of your surroundings, aware of ourselves, of our surrounding, our environment. We can aware of those things. Number five, respect. First, you need to respect everybody, all young, rich, poor, consensus. There is respect, and in study we need to respect our friend, respect our teacher. And number six is the priority. You can choose what your top most priority than anything. You like when you want to do something that there must be a priority that you need to do the most than anything else. And for my Muhasabah, you can see there's some my CCIT page and also the attendance of the class. Uh, and I think that I do everything I can. I've done good, so I think the grade I deserve is A. Thank you very much, sir. Waalaikumsalam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.